Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Sebastián Alarcón. I'm 23 years old. I live in Mexico. As you can see, I'm in the Independence Angel, one of the most important places in Mexico City, and I wanted to do this video blog that is about English language. Well, my father is helping me with the camera, but in this video blog, I will talk about how did I learn the language, and also about my careers. So here we go. The first question is how and why I learned English. Well, I learned English since I was 3 years old, as I told in the last video blog, of myself speaking my language. So I learned since I was 3 years old because I went always in private school until the university. And in private school there was like 3 or 5 hours per week of English lessons. But in 5th and 6th grades of basic school, I managed to learn 10 hours per week because I had a really good teacher that was called Linda. Listen to you, Linda. That it was a really good language professor, and I learned a lot with her. But this led me to pass the relative business in the next courses in the junior high school and high school. But later in the university I entered to UNAM, the food chemist degree. And later there was an English club conversation, so I didn't lost practice in the language. And also in my career there was I have always given some texts in English, some scientific texts, so I can always practice it, but only in a writing and a reading in a passive context. So here we go. What's my importance towards the English language? So you always know that it's a really important language for all the science, for all the politics, and all economy. So it's every day. And also in Mexico we have a really huge influence, a geographical influence, due to the proximity of Mexico and United States. We are neighbor countries. So there's always English newspaper for foreigners living in Mexico, and there's always the fact that Mexico is a preferred country for investments here in Latin America. It's a really important country for economy. So there's a lot of foreigners by learning Spanish or investing their money. But for me it's really important this knowledge of English because I can communicate with many foreigners that I don't have a language in common for, so it's really funny. And also I want to talk about my careers. Well, as I told in my Spanish video, my degrees are food chemist and professional technician in flute. So what does a food chemist do? It's the chemistry applied to the food science. That is, for example, maximizing the food shelf life, and also the microbiology, the biotechnology, and so on. I used to have subjects like food chemistry, organic chemistry 1, 2, and 3, and also food processes, and with technologies, for example, daily technology, meat technology, cereal, and so on. In the final part of the career, I had a laboratory of food development, so I can learn more about these technologies, and I had to do a food that wasn't on the market. So it was real funny to do this peppermint yogurt, that it was really tasteful. And you have to watch in this career. You have to watch this process and all sensorial evaluation. And also I studied in the conservatory. I studied flute, and I had many subjects like solfa, like harmony, like counterpoint, like chorus conjuncts, and chorus ensembles, and also the instrument itself. And I managed to do 4 years of flute. In the final part of the 4th year, I must had to do a concert of flute, and it was really nice to prepare myself, practicing 1 hour every day. And my teacher was so good. She was from US, so later in the 3rd grade I used to practice with her a little bit of English, because I didn't want to lose this knowledge. So it was a really good experience. Conservatory. It was the location of the Spanish video was National Conservatory of Music. That was my 3rd alma mater. It was really good, really good time. I had really good friends, really loyal friends. And for me, well, let me say that, for example, my mother used to be in New Orleans. She used to be an English teacher in a kindergarten school. So she managed to do very well in the English language, but she lost it. She kept the pronunciation of the words. So it's all for everybody. English doesn't have a really chic factor, because everybody in the world knows how to speak it. Well, I must say that in public school, in mainly junior high school and high school, it's not so well this English teaching, because it doesn't have a really good level, and we're not prepared for a real quality education in English. But I hope that it will change in the future, because due to the importance of the globalization here in the world. So that's all for my video blog. Don't hesitate to leave comments. I know that it's a little bit nervous, but for me it's really pleasing to record these videos in many parts of the Mexico City. I don't know where I'm gonna upload the Italian video, so bye bye.